I ain't the captain now.
It broke my heart. Breaks me heart. Let me see.
And now I'm back.
You're funny. You're pretty funny. You are pretty funny. You know what? I'm glad YouTube caught that. YouTube caught that. I'm glad we were reporting that because for those that don't watch, if you watch wrestling, you know this commercial. If you watch wrestling, NBA finals, NHL finals, there's this jewelry commercial that comes on that she's just talking about. I don't know what happened to her, but I guess she was sick, and she starts crying. My husband, he made sure I was up. He stayed with me and helped me walk again. And now I'm back. It just just wakes up out of her like sadness.
Now I'm back.
Now I'm back. All that was just bull. Like throw everything I said out the window.
She did that Britt Breaker. Big breaker.
Right. I'm like, man. Why has it got to be like this, lady? I'm glad I want to see you at NXT. I was like, man. But look, let's start. We got to start this off proper because I don't think this is gonna be a happy episode. This ain't gonna be no happy episode. But hello all and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr. Wait, I have to redo this. Because I can't use this for Spotify and Apple Podcasts because I had lost a bet to Devin Lee Crimes. Devin has to do the intro to this show. If you're listening to this on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, hello YouTube. You're gonna hear. If you're listening to this on Y110 too, hello Y110. You're literally gonna hear Devin's music come out first. And before you're like, what the hell? Yank your headphones off your ears. Yes, it's true. Devin's doing the intro. Mine has to go last. So Devin, without further ado, take it away.
Greetings and salutations from the Heel Turn Podcast. It's I, Devin Lee Crimes Jr. And alongside me, Isaiah Jackson Jr. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for that. That introduction was amazing.
It felt weird because
it was perfect. You sounded like you were like prepared for this.
I've been waiting all my life for this moment, and I knew when I got that moment I was gonna seize it. That's what I did.
That's true. I like that energy because we're gonna need that for this episode, my brother. Look, let's get right into it. The biggest story that broke today is Thursday, June 16th, 2022. This took place yesterday. Vince McMahon is being investigated by the WWE board over a secret $3 million hush pact. Now, for those that don't know, Vince McMahon had a sexual relationship with a paralegal on the paralegal team for the WWE. And this lady was getting raises. She was getting paid $100,000 a year. That got bumped to $200,000. So Vince McMahon began a sexual relationship with her. They called it an affair. We'll get to more on that story later. And there was an email but in the Vince McMahon organization, in between Vince McMahon and somebody else, where it allegedly said that he gave her away like a toy to John Laurinaitis, and John Laurinaitis began a relationship with her. Gross. And so the lady's friend, the paralegal's friend, came out and spoke up, and she said, my friend was so scared, so she quit after Vince McMahon and her lawyer, Jerry McDevitt, we've seen him on Dark Side of the Ring, and the lawyer, Jerry McDevitt, paid her millions of dollars to shut up. And that millions of dollars is $3 million in hush money. So it was $1 million was from to the former employee. It was upfront, which means it was given to her, handed to her. And then the remaining would be distributed over the next 5 years. And it was disclosed in this NDA agreement. Devin, before I disclose any more information, your thoughts on this Vince McMahon situation, allegations, the whole thing, what's your thoughts on it?
It's really, really, really dirty, really, really nasty, really everything that's bad, put it that way. Yeah, it's a real crazy situation right there. I was not expecting to hear that news break, but yeah, they gonna got some investigating to do because they don't look too good. Vince McMahon, I'm sorry. You and John Laurinaitis, man.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. The report also says that in the recent days, there were NDA agreements. That means non-disclosure for involving Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and the lady, meaning non-disclosure. You can't talk about it. You can't talk about the relationship or anything like that. But it just couldn't confirm anything else. Anything else has been agreed. Any other extra money, that's been going on. And so spokespeople from the WWE have came out and they said they are cooperating fully and said that the relationship was consensual. So there is people that did know about this relationship and they said that it was consensual. But she did get paid she did get an NDA. She can't really talk about it. She got a raise during the time where WWE was getting rid of their employees, their staff, front office, their superstars and themselves. And this lady out here screwing the boss, getting a $100,000 raise. I'm sorry, I had to make some type of light of it. But when you look at it, Devin, it says Vince McMahon can't really get fired, but can there be another type of punishment? We see from the Papa John's, situation. The guy says the N-word. Although his name, he made the place, the executives is like, yeah, we can't have you here no more. If we want to continue to make more pizzas and make more money, you can't be a part of this organization at all. Get kicked out of your own company. Can you see something like that happening with Vince McMahon to where he gets booted out of the company? He's no longer the face, and we see someone like a Nick Khan step in.
The way that the power of their hierarchy has been changing around, I don't know. But I'm gonna say I personally don't see him losing. I know it sounds jacked up, but I just given like how much the WWE is just his, like I just can't see like like somebody coming to somebody's house like, hey man, you been acting a fool, you gonna have to get up out of here. And I really don't know, because it's how do you I don't know, that's weird. Like me personally, I don't think there'll be anything like in terms of I'm trying to get him out of there and like replace him with somebody else like a Nick Khan. I don't really, like I said, it sounds messed up in a way, but I don't see him getting removed.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That does make sense. And what also makes sense, and don't call me, this is what's alleged, so this isn't proven. We don't know. Well, actually, we kind of do know, because they said emails from this came out in April. They've been investigating this since April. Everybody on the inside, everybody on the inside of the WWE, on the front office, the higher ups, they know about this. So they've known about this since April. Stephanie McMahon, just out of nowhere, just steps back, takes a step back from the WWE. Vince McMahon is nowhere to be seen. Triple H has a health condition that, sad to say, he's been away for a minute. Then do you think that's why Stephanie McMahon kind of stepped down? You think that one of the reasons why? Could that be one of the reasons?
I mean, the timing is pretty close. Like, as soon as she was like, hey, I'm gone, they said it was, she made the decision like, hey, I mean, then again, it could just be because she wants to be her, her family more with everything going on. But it is kind of still fishy with everything that just broke after she just announced she was out of there. Like, she didn't want to be associated with that madness. It's just fishy timing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she knows. I think she definitely knew. And to be honest, we talked about listening to, me and Devin have our eyes open, our ears open. We're listening to all the old heads in the wrestling industry. One of those being Jim Cornette. Try to listen to Eric Bischoff, he just yells at you. But you listen to someone like a Jim Cornette. And he also mentioned a couple months ago that Linda's in Florida somewhere, and what's his name? Vince is in Connecticut right now. They're already, they've been separated for a while. They've been married, but they've been in separate spots for a while. Obviously, you're not finna be there that long. You're not finna be together that long and be split for that long and, not see someone, unless you're really that faithful. unless that's where your heart is at, then man, shout out to Linda McMahon. Vince McMahon ain't treating you right. But I know Linda out there got her a little 6'8" Triple H looking wrestler. You know, that's where Stephanie get it from. You know, does that make sense? Am I making some type of sense?
It's making some type of sense.
Like they've had to have been fooling around with other people for the longest if they've been separated for that long. It's just Linda's been doing it legally. And with I'm trying to, it makes sense. Like,
hey.
But look, at the end of the day, it's a really, really sticky situation. John Laurinaitis is already known to be a creep. You know, we've seen from everything he's done and been a part in how he scouts WWE women's wrestlers.
People power.
Yeah, exactly. And he talks weird. Every time he talks to you, you just want to be like, bro, are you okay? You just want to give him a cough drop. Like, it's just, brother, relax. But it's just sad to say that not only is all this going on, WWE is expected to run just like business as usual. John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon will both be at the SmackDown tapings, so they will still be at the shows. They will still be performing. Is this still a good idea?
That way you got all these, things floating around, like that, and it's still a, investigation that's gonna have to occur. Yeah, not really. This is just like sitting there, like, man, I know y'all been doing something. Y'all still decided to come to work today. It's, I don't know. It's just, I couldn't do it. I'm not saying like I want to be involved with something like that, but like you ain't finna see me.
Yeah,
I ain't finna sit up here and talk to you like ain't nothing just happened a few hours ago online.
Well, look, we got to go from one big news story to the other because it came out this morning again on Thursday, June 16th, 2022, that Sasha Banks has been released from the WWE. Devin, I'm here to say that right now, as of 4:15 Arizona time, 6:15 East Chicago time, that is unconfirmed. And I'm looking at it right now. This came out that Sasha Banks' lawyers are working on her release right now. So she's still signed with WWE, but right now her lawyers, her team is trying to get her out of there. It's crazy what you have to do to get out of the WWE at this point. So Raj Giri, I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize. I'm just trying to give the reporter some love, but he said that he heard that Sasha Banks had got a release, but it was unconfirmed by Dave Meltzer. And so it came out from Fightful Select that the claim again is unverified by us. But Sasha Banks' lawyers were involved and there have been eyes on a physical WWE release. So there's so many reporters coming out saying this is unconfirmed. We don't know. None of us knows what's going on right now, but they do know a release is being worked on. Devin, do you want to see Sasha Banks get released from the WWE?
I don't. I personally don't. But I mean, it's been obviously wild roller coaster of some weeks. But I thought maybe some type of something would have gotten straightened out the best that it could. But I mean, a lot of damage was done. I personally don't want to see it because that's just weird. Like Sasha Banks and no WWE, like that don't even feel right. And I mean, granted, if that's like the decision that she would want, like, you know what, get me up out of here, then fine. But yeah, me, the devoted Sasha Banks fan that I've been and I am, it hurts.
Yeah. So devoted that you just threw away Liv Morgan, in the words of that reporter, like a toy. I'm like, dang, man.
I just pretty much, it was, like I did like a Tony Khan. I just was like, you know what, you cool. I'm gonna let you chill out for a second. Then I'll get back to you.
I'm gonna start calling this man Andy from Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore.
I don't want to play with you no more.
You see Liv Morgan's like her toy body just like flinging in the midair. You got that? So you just holding the Sasha Banks toy up high. You freaking you're but your other eye is like eyeballing the Jade Cargo tour you got on the side. See, man, this man, I already know him. Sasha Banks gonna start falling out his left hand. I don't want to play with you anymore. I'm telling you, he gonna pick up that Jade Cargo one and go look at that Roxanne. Man. Okay, I'm done.
You funny.
We here at the heel turn. It's just a joke. We're just here to have fun. But look, Sasha Banks, I think she needs to get released from the WWE. Like we said before, it's literally become popular for you to just, you know what? This pisses me off. I'm out of here, man. Like, just up and leave. Which back in the day was a good idea because you were your own person. You were the only thing that you were hurting was yourself. Sasha Banks, this is a huge thing. And now you're screwing people out of a lot. You're screwing Sasha Banks. If all this weren't happening, she would have had a lot of TV time. Ronda Rousey wouldn't be fighting Shotzi right now. I was gonna call her Shotzi Blackheart, but she's no longer that. So when you're looking at where Sasha Banks could have been, and I'm not saying, her and Naomi should have walked out because what happened was crazy. I'm not on nobody's side on that. But if you're doing this to protect yourself, I think it's just going to get worse. It's just making things worse. Because what are you going to go to AEW and do? What are you going to go in MLW and do? If you don't go to, can you agree with me on this? If you don't go to AEW, if you leave WWE, if you go to AEW, the money is pretty much at least the same, equally the same. It's not that far away from what you were getting paid.
No, definitely. You go anywhere else, it's gonna be way different from what you were used to.
Yes. So not trying to be disrespectful, but Sasha Banks is $1 million talent. She can't fight in MLW, New Japan, and get paid that same. That's just me personally. Anybody that wants to disagree with me, 219-230-HEAL. 219-230-HEAL and tell me how much of a dumbass I am.
I thought he was gonna say, meet me outside. I'm gonna be in the parking lot. We can meet up and let's get it cracking.
Nah, see, no. A lot of people don't have your animosity, Devin. I'm sorry. A lot of people don't have that built-up anger that you have inside your heart.
It's just that ruthless aggression.
It's that ruthless aggression. I like it. One person that doesn't have ruthless aggression, although she was alleged to, Thunder Rosa. Alleged to. You know what? Screw it. My southern twang got in the middle of me saying that. Thunder Rosa responded to allegations that she sandbagged Marina Shafir on Dynamite. And now look, I seen the match. I didn't catch any of that. Marina Shafir is fresh off an injury. So obviously she's gonna be a little bit rusty in the ring. So I didn't take it as Thunder Rosa sandbagged her. If you watch the match, you can obviously see how the match was. But Thunder Rosa went on Instagram and was giving she was giving Marina Shafir bread. And she said, moving on forward, I will continue to work harder and to have the best matches I can bring and to bring the most opportunities for all women that are behind me. No, and I'm going to say it how I said it in the New York Post. I have nothing but respect for my opponents, nothing but respect for my opponents. Anybody that dares to say in the ring with me, I have nothing but respect for my opponents. Jesus Christ, lady. And I said them nothing but my blessings. That's the exact quote. And Jesus, what she said, a whole lot of nothing. Devin, obviously we seen the match. Did you think Thunder Rosa sandbagged her? Is Thunder Rosa someone to, do something like that?
I don't think so at all. No. In the match, I mean, I didn't see none of that. Like, was it, some mess ups here and there? Yeah, but it is what it is. Like, you're not going to get a perfect match every time. But no, I didn't see any of that, sandbagging stuff. And she's not that type of person to be. She's trying to move the women's division forward, like not just there, just women's wrestling in general. So if that's her goal, why, do something like that? Why make somebody look so bad in a match with you? Or why not respect your opponent like that if you're trying to bring everybody forward with you? What she stated before, and then with these people saying that that's what went on in the match, and her to clarify, like, no, I told you, I'm just trying to, move the women's divisions forward, and it's nothing but respect. And I like what she said, and it need to be more of that, because literally that's what it's, when it's you in the ring, that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we bring this up because she's also this has happened multiple times to her. So she's always being accused of sandbagging people, and she just has that bad outlook. But she has the only problem she has is the same problem Bianca Belair has. She talks so damn fast.
I kind of get it in her standpoint, though.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 with you on that, but I don't know.
I felt bad that time she had a promo, and like before she gave it finish, her music already playing. Like, dang, like slow up for a minute.
And that's the thing. So maybe she was talking so fast. Tony Khan was like, man, Jay Cargill was back there. Tony. For those that watch AEW, you know.
That is literally, I'm sorry, it's got to be my favorite. How many words is this? This got to be my favorite 4 words on Thursdays. I'm just saying.
Look at that. I can already see that Sasha Banks doll falling out the man's left hand. Look at that, man. I seen it right there.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Mom, take this bag.
Don't let Roxanne get called up, man. I'm saying, don't let Nikita get called up, man. Devin gonna throw his old toy set out. Okay, I'm done.
I ain't enough for talent. Like,
I just got an eye for talent. You like Snoop Dogg? You got a future behind you. That's Devin, man. Look, but let's go on to more serious matters, because it's cool. I love that we're having fun here today. I love laughing here, chuckling up with my man's Devin Lee Crimes on a Thursday evening. But look, I have been the biggest critic of Jeff Hardy this year. Can we say that?
Me too. I mean, but in a good way. I'm not saying like I just been hashing on the man, but I ain't been liking what I've been seeing.
Yeah, it's been rough. And unfortunately, Jeff Hardy was arrested a couple days ago for a DUI. There's a video, TMZ uploaded it, and it's just a video of him he was stumbling. It looked bad. Police officer, why I pulled you over? You driving all over the place. People that was on the road were calling 911 because he was swerving all over the place. He was supposed to be in that tag team match with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy and the Young Bucks, but unfortunately couldn't be there because Jeff Hardy got himself into trouble. And so Tony Khan issued out a statement on Tuesday that says, we were able to resume contact with Jeff Hardy this afternoon. AEW does not condone Jeff Hardy's alleged behavior. We made it clear to Jeff that we'll assist him in getting treatment for the substance abuse issues, which he has indicated that he's open to receiving. In the interim, he is suspended without pay, and he can only return to AEW upon successfully completing treatment and maintaining his sobriety, Tony Khan said. If you or a loved one needs help, and I'm adding this because I feel like this needs to be added, but if you or a loved one needs help, please reach out to SAMHSA's National Helpline, 1-800-662-HELP, 1-800-662-HELP. And so, Devin, your thoughts on the Jeff Hardy's this is Jeff Hardy's third DUI since 2018. Well, what's your thoughts on Jeff Hardy's and him? What's your thoughts on Jeff Hardy's arrest? And then what's your thoughts on the suspension?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, man. It's just like, that's one of our heroes, like our childhood heroes. Like, I always go back to the Undertaker Jeff Hardy match, man. It's just to see stuff like that. I mean, that's just the hard reality of just life. Like, things just don't go right. It's sad to see. Like, it's sad to see him like that. And I just want him to just take care of himself, really. Like, even if he don't, I'm not going to jump that far and say he'll never come back to AEW. But, like, that's not even what I'm really caring about. I'm really just caring about him getting help, being okay, being healthy. Like, all this stuff, just, it's unfortunate. I just want him to be okay.
Yeah, I definitely want him to be okay. how do I ask this without sounding that it doesn't help that every Wednesday it's always some BS he has to do. He has to do a ladder match. You seen what that Luchasaurus went through 6 tables in that ladder match. Jeff Hardy was supposed to be in that match. We've seen Jeff Hardy do a swanton on some steel steps. We've seen this man do a swanton into 2 people into some tables. You know, we're seeing this man. Darby Allin jumped on top of him and they landed on some chairs. Jeff Hardy's hurting himself every day. And it's sad. It's ridiculous. I'm going to ask this one more time. Do you think Jeff Hardy needs to retire?
I'm gonna say yes. Only because I just feel maybe he won't be able to, adapt and feel like he'll, be able to thrive in another style of Jeff Hardy, a new version of Jeff Hardy. But I only say he should retire just because after all this, like with just things in life and then also just the crazy matches he has to go through. And it's just at this age, it's just not worth it. Like, it's like it's Jeff Hardy's Jeff Hardy. Like, we've had this discussion where like literally he could close the book right now and we look back and be like, yeah, that was Jeff Hardy. That was our hero. That was that guy. But it's just now like it's unnecessary to go that far and then like I was just watching that match, like Jeff Hardy was going through these tables and stuff. I don't know if I could take it. Like I just know. Like literally that man, him and Matt at this age, they don't need to be going, through tables and falling on concrete. No, they don't. No. The body got limits. So like and like we already care about them. Like it's not like they have to build anything for us. Like we already been rocking with the Hardy Boys, Hardys, whatever you want to call it. Whatever company it is, it's still been the same respect and same admiration like ever since. So it's like it's not like it has to be continuously paid every match. Like you got to earn our hardcore respect. No, it's already there.
Yeah, and it's sad to hear. It's definitely, especially the charges getting put on. He was driving under the influence, driving with a suspended license. Probably because of the other two DUIs. I'm not saying that to be funny. It's a fact, probably. And violating an interlock restriction. And so I want to say this as nicely as possible. Tony Khan is giving you money. I'm pretty sure you can afford an Uber. Uber right now is probably, with the way gas is, it'll probably be the best thing for you. But yeah, you're an AEW superstar. You're a legend. You were almost you could have been a Hall of Famer, but you rejected it. It was your choice to not be a Hall of Famer, at least not now. You can get this money. And I'm pretty sure he didn't want to be a Hall of Famer because that probably would have restricted him from going to AEW. If that kind of makes sense. That's just me blabbering. But Tony Khan's paying you a decent amount of money. You're a legend. Please just get an Uber. Get help yourself, please. So now
I agree with that sentiment. Because it's not just you that you're endangering, it's also the other people that surround you. So
yes, there's a football player right now, our age, Henry Ruggs. He was drinking in the Vegas Strip. We all know this. It was a video. It was caught on camera how fast he was going. Hit somebody. Lady passes away. Now his whole football career is done, and they moved on like it was nothing. You're just another athlete. He's gonna go to jail for a long time. Yeah, Jeff Hardy, you've been avoiding. Tammy Sitch is going to jail for a really long time because of all this. And we understand you put your body through a lot. You probably have seen some experience, been through a lot, but we're wishing you the best. We're just hoping everything is okay in the Jeff Hardy household. The Heel Turn podcast obviously is wishing the best, nothing but the best for the Hardy Boys. And we're just hoping Jeff recovers, get some help. I do want to see you retire, but if you don't, I just wish always for your safety, and I'll enjoy your matches. One person we won't be seeing for a while is Randy Orton. And it looks like he'll be out for the rest of 2022. Now, Riddle said that, well, I thought it was a tearful promo that, backstage before Roman choked his ass out. I had to, we're being honest. He said that before the match, Randy couldn't even stand. His back was just in such bad shape. And it looked like Riddle was gonna cry. Like, it looked like he was genuinely hurt. And Fightful Select said that WWE fears that Randy Orton has to undergo surgery for this back injury. And if he does get the surgery, he's going to be out for the remainder of 2022. And he hasn't shown up on TV since May 20th, since, Roman did that to him. And it says he has had work done to improve the condition, before the match. But, it just made it worse. And so Riddle's story is most likely true. It was that sad, which is also sad to hear because I thought it was just, writing off Randy Orton. But yeah, and the plans was for Roman Reigns and Randy Orton to run across each other at SummerSlam. Unfortunately, we won't get that. We will see Riddle go up to Roman, which is fine. It's really good.
Man, all these R's is tough.
I'm saying Riddle, Randy, Roman,
Roman, just
Ricochet. I have to throw him in there. Like I said, Rey Mysterio. I'm like, man, relax. I'm like, I'm just losing my mind here. But yeah, Randy Orton might be out for the remainder of 2022. Man, just a tough hit, man. Your thoughts on the Randy Orton injury?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. And like I said before, it's all respect, mad respect to just finishing out that little accident spot, even while he was still going through all that pain and stuff. I'm gonna just put that there. But yeah, it's definitely like RK Bro was just soaring, like everybody was going crazy for him, and the Raws, everything. And it just sometimes the wheels just have to stop, and it's unfortunate. And just wishing, however, if Randy gets the procedure, either way, just wishing the best for him and his recovery. The Viper, Randy Orton.
Yeah, was always wishing the best for Randy because look, when Roman's gone, Riddle and Randy are the most entertaining people. I'll give it to the Usos too. The Usos are really entertaining, but Riddle and Randy were really over. RK Bro, let me stop saying these R's. Let me do myself a favor. But yeah, RKO, they've been amazing. They've been hilarious. RK Bro 420. This is I just smoked your ass. Like the cool 420 references. I know Devin understands it. No, I'm just playing. But look, it's just all that is just you got over with it. It's amazing. Where do you see Riddle going from here?
Riddle is going to be definitely okay because I feel like this entire like I'm not saying he was like dead in the water before RK Bro, but it definitely helped, just ascend him even more with a legend like Randy Orton, alongside him going on the run that they did. And he's gonna always have now that Randy aura now with him. Like, obviously now his moveset is a lot of Randy Orton stuff now mixed in. And it makes sense. Like, that was his partner. Like, we don't look and go, man, why he, find his own stuff. Like, it kind of blends in perfect to his style. The people mess with him. And like when he was with RK Bro, literally he'll be perfectly fine. He'll be fine. He's gonna ride this momentum that he gained with RK Bro. I'm sorry though, he's not gonna topple the tribal chief though. But I mean, who is though?
You're right. Probably Theory.
I don't know about all that yet.
I don't know the way it's looking.
If
he beats John Cena.
Yeah, he got to go against Big Match John.
Look, if Theory beat John Cena, I don't care what y'all say, man. I don't care what y'all say. That shouldn't happen.
I mean, would you have went back and had Big Show beat John Cena at WrestleMania?
Why would I have Big Show beat John Cena at WrestleMania?
Why would you have John Cena beat Theory?
What do you mean?
It's not gonna help John Cena because all he gonna
He's
do
not
is
gonna put the U.S. title on the line. This is just he just want we just want a match.
But see, it's the thing. It's the changing of the guard though. Like it's just not Theory gonna be that hungry dog. John Cena was that hungry dog. He literally will come out every week barking like, yeah, Brock Lesnar, he ain't this and that, he's stupid. I'm that dude, and that's Theory right now. Theory, that new big dog barking, and John Cena, that old dog on the porch that's like, all right, man. All right.
Man, let me tell you why this doesn't. I wanna talk about this, but I'm gonna wait till next week. We're gonna hold this off till next week just in case this does happen because we can bark at
it's coming. It's coming.
So we can bark at each other when it happens. It'll be a whole lot worse. But how about you know what? Who's calling me? Is this my father? This is my father.
Is it the future calling? Because it must be Theory. Just saying.
You know what? Just because you said that, we're gonna get into this dream match. I got a dream match ready for my man's Devin Lee Crimes because I don't think this has ever happened. But we're gonna see John Cena taking on the man they call Sting. Devin, who do you have going into this dream? What did this happen before?
No, I know we did this one though, and I remember it vividly.
We did see, man.
Yes, I remember you was talking about John Cena got 8 t-shirts, and I had every single one. Sting don't come out with t-shirts. All he do is come down with a funky jacket and a bat. He ain't gonna do that. I remember.
All right, take out John Cena, throw in Randy Orton. Who do you have? Did this happen too?
John Cena and Randy Orton, man.
No, Randy Orton versus Sting. My bad, I'm tweaking.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was about to say.
I was like, no. I was like, we seen that like 13 times.
I was like, which one you want? Like,
I was looking at you like, what? I was like, what? Did this happen before? I'm like,
I was like, plenty of time. But that's like, perfect.
Is Randy a time traveler? I'm like, is he the wizard? Like, I was like, maybe it ain't
the real wizard. Well, okay, Randy Orton versus the icon Sting. Okay. You know what? It's crazy because I went one side with John Cena, but I'm actually going to go with Randy Orton because the difference here is Randy Orton, and I've said it a lot of times before, the man is the Viper for a reason. The man is the legend killer for a reason. Like, they didn't just give him that name just because it just sounded cool. They found it on the bicycle license plate somewhere. No, that man owned these names. You know, Hulk Hogan, forget you. I don't care. Mick Foley, I'll do that to you too. Sting, you a legend? Get up out of here, dog. And Randy got that part of him that will go that extra level to take out somebody like Sting. And don't get me wrong, Sting is like a tactician in that ring. Don't get me wrong, he got Randy on that. But I believe Randy's going to have the up on him with the aggression. He's just more like, I just want to take you out. More like Sting is just like, I'll pick you apart. You know, I'm going to get this win. Randy's more or less in this match is going to be you. I'm going to destroy you because you owe. And, it's still a dream match. If we got the primes, obviously he's still going to be older than Randy. But Sting is going to fall victim to I want to do it just like him too. The most destructive 3 words in sports entertainment. RKO. And that's going to be all she write for Sting, and that's it.
Look, man. You remember when I was like, well, this can't happen because this guy mentioned this guy, and then this guy turned this guy into a legend. Look, we all talking about Ric Flair had to mentor the great Triple H, who then had to mentor the 2 great Batista and the 2 greats of Batista and Randy Orton. Ric Flair had to put these guys under his wing. Man, Sting fathered Ric Flair at Great American Bash to hold the World Heavyweight Championship. Man, Sting has already got the ups on Randy Orton. Man's athletic. Man's fast. Quick with it. You ain't getting out that Scorpion Deathlock. You ain't getting Randy. Randy ain't no technical wrestler. Randy ain't technical like Sting. Sting got it all. Sting can be personified as a really great wrestler. He's still working. He's still working to this day. Us chair shot ain't gonna stop this man. Look at him. Y'all over here, you were talking about, man. You talking about prime Sting. This Sting right here, man. You hit this man with a chair shot. I seen this man get put through a table. Say what? Y'all let me in my bed? What? This ain't nap time, brother. He just rolled right back up.
It's early.
Yeah, he was like, man, what are we doing here? He goes, I ain't that old, brother. You said, what is y'all doing? But yeah, look at that. Sting. Sting's a legend. Randy Orton, all that legend killer business is over with. You seen he tried to redo it and it didn't work. Everybody just went to AEW. They was like, not again.
The legend mover.
It was like, not again. You seen Mark Henry? How far does that walker go? Far enough to get away from your ass. And it was far. It was far enough to get him to Florida, to AEW.
The legend mover, Randy Orton.
The legend mover, exactly.
You need some legends relocated. He's your guy.
He's your guy. That's why William Regal had to leave. He was like, what? Randy Orton? Okay, cool. No, I'm out of here, brother.
Oh, Willie Reeves.
Willie Reeves, I'm saying. But we're talking about Sting, the man they call Sting. I don't care who it is. It could be 80s Sting. It could be golf Sting. It could be Impact Sting. It could be WWE Sting. It could be AEW Sting. Randy Orton ain't touching Sting, man. And Sting kicking out the RKO. I'm calling it.
RKO through a table. He probably going
RKO through a table. What? Get this neck brace off me, bro. Get this little neck pillow you got on me, bro. What are we doing here?
Soon as he look at Sting head, don't see a football, it's raps.
All right, maybe that's probably the only. As long as Sting don't get punt kicked in the head, Sting for the win. That's what I got. Nobody ain't getting out that punt kick. If you kick out of that, you just somebody has. I think you can think call. I might be wrong, but I think Triple H kicked out the punt kick before.
No one else, he probably did.
Oh yeah, it was me.
I kicked out of the punt kick.
It was me, Randy.
Gonna have to try harder to take down the game.
But look, that's why. Look at that. And Sting could have beat Triple H.
But he didn't.
If it wasn't for the meddling kids, look.
I robbed him.
Exactly. Sting's the only dude I know that have that young. He had a youngin injure him, retired, go to the Hall of Fame. You know what? I think. What? As soon as he retired, he just instantly. I ain't done yet. What are we doing here? It's like as soon as he said the words retired, his body just ate a sensu. He ate a sensu bean. He just like. His body just reconstructed itself. What? I could breathe. I could move. Man, these chair shots ain't nothing to me, brother.
They be said like, oh, he's not even scratched.
Exactly. I'm saying Sting's so cold that it snows when his entrance music hit. Man, that's a legend right there. But then again, Xia Li out here zapping. You know, when she had her entrance, she had electric.
It was kind of lit.
It was, but like watching it live,
I mean, I had to split it. I'm like, look, watching this from the at-home experience, this is crazy. But I know live, it's like, all right.
I'll never forget Randy Orton spitting a promo, and everybody beside me is just like, oh my god. I'm like, man, he ain't even saying nothing. I look to my left, Bobby Roode is just sitting here in his pose, and he's been like that for like 3 minutes while Randy's doing his promo. He's like in position. I'm like, man, on TV, he probably. Nobody knows this is going on, but like you're looking to the left, and he says, "I bet his arms was like he was tired." He was like, "God, hurry up, Vince, please, just hit the music."
That is the most impressive, crazy part of the live performance of wrestling. It's just TV. Obviously, you're not gonna see stuff, but I'm like, don't y'all see him sitting right there?
Man, especially them live events, the ones at the hometown.
You howling like he right there, turn around and they what? Oh,
I'll never forget Bray Wyatt versus The Big Show. All the lights was off but the hallway lights. I was like, what the hell?
Dude, I'm glad you brought that up because when I first saw The Undertaker, this is like 2006, 7-ish. Man, it was just, I'm like, boom. I'm like, okay. And I just see this one little light on. I'm like, man.
Right, exactly. It's like, and everybody's just walking through the hallway. You can see everybody walking through. You're like, man, Undertaker out here. Y'all out here. Like I'm like, it was pointless to have your flashlight out. It's
exactly.
It's like sleeping at night with your door open, but the hallway it's like the hallway's lights on, but your whole room is dark.
You got that whole dark, and you just see that one little crack of light. Like, come on now, like.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it was exactly. I'm like, we ain't gotta be this. Thank you for showing our financial state, man. Like, I'm like, y'all ain't have to be like this. Y'all could have at least turned the hallway like. I understand that's where like the food is at. That's where people was getting food, but it's the Undertaker. It's Bray Wyatt. They have superpowers. Like, let us live our lives. But Devin, is there anything you want to say before we close this show out? I do.
Yes, sir. See, look at you trying to answer for me and everything. I just sit up, get my chest out, trying to get that supreme stance around here. But ladies and gentlemen, man, it's crazy. It's been wild, and we trying to hold on. But yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna hold you guys too long. I say it every week. And but man of my word, once again, like that's the key right there. Look, I'm about to go to a whole nother tangent. It's been me, Devin Crimes Jr., bringing you that hard-hitting, crazy wrestling news on the Heel Turn podcast, the way only I can, the way only being Izzy can. That was a little too much, but it is what it is. I give it back to my co-host, my partner, the man on the other side. Literally, physically, every type of way, virtually on the other side. But we in this together. Isaiah Jackson Junior. I'm just kidding.
It was a lady outside. As soon as you ended, it was like, Junior, I broke my toe.
She's like, my leg.
My leg.
My leg. I hope that she okay. I'm like, my leg.
That's funny.
I come out the World Store.
World Store. My leg is just my leg. He's like that. It's like they all hurt.
It's something like just go boom, like my leg.
Doom doom. That Law and Order music like that.
Boom.
That's funny. Look, thank you all for listening. I know it was 50-50. It was 150% laughs, 50% nothing but heartbreaking sadness. But look, we gotta be here to give you the news. True Colors is on its way. You'll probably see that by the end of the month, and that's coming around. Like it's coming along nicely. Be on the lookout for that Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio rivalry. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's gonna be some storytelling, brother. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for listening. Any text, comments, concerns you have, text me to 219-230-HEAL. That is 219-230-HEAL. Thank you so much for listening. The next time we'll be on, Devin has a little quiz competition. Somebody has challenged his knowledge. And so be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll see you guys next